Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Words of Inspiration. This video will be discussing about debunking myths, evidence for God, and Islam explained. In Islam, God is referred to as Allah, and he is understood as the singular, all-powerful, and merciful creator of the universe. The definition of God in Islam is rooted in strict monotheism, known as Tawhid, which emphasizes the belief in the oneness of God. As the renowned scholar Ibn Taymiyyah stated, Tawhid is the foundation of the religion of Islam, and it is the essence of the message brought by all the prophets and messengers. Oneness, Tawhid. Allah is one, without partners or equals. He has no offspring, nor was he begotten. This concept is central to Islamic belief and is expressed in the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith. There is no God but Allah. Transcendence. Allah is beyond human comprehension and exists outside the limits of time, space, and physical form. He is not subject to any limitations or needs. As Imam al-Ghazali eloquently put it, he is the first without a beginning and the last without an end, merciful and just. Allah is described as infinitely merciful, Al-Rahman, and just, Al-Adl. His mercy is shown through his compassion toward creation, and his justice is reflected in the balance of the world and the final judgment. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, Allah is more merciful to his servants than a mother is to her child. Sahih Bukhari. Creator and sustainer. Allah is the creator of everything that exists. He is also the sustainer, meaning that everything in the universe continues to exist only because of his will and support. The Quran states in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 255, Allah, there is no deity except him, the ever-living, the sustainer of existence. Unique names and attributes, Asmaul Husna. Islam teaches that Allah has 99 names, each reflecting a different attribute such as Al-Hakim, the wise, Al-Alim, the all-knowing, Al-Khaliq, the creator, and Al-Malik, the king. These names help Muslims understand the various aspects of Allah's nature. As Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah noted, the knowledge of Allah's names and attributes is the most noble and virtuous of all knowledge. No anthropomorphism. Allah does not resemble any part of his creation, nor can he be represented in images or forms. Describing God as human-like is considered a form of shirk, associating partners with God, which is the gravest sin in Islam. The Quran clearly states in Surah Ash-Shura, verse 11, there is nothing like unto him, and he is the hearing, the seeing, ultimate authority. Allah alone has knowledge of all things, and he alone has the authority to judge humans based on their actions. He has revealed his guidance to humanity through prophets, with the final revelation being the Quran. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, the best speech is the book of Allah, and the best guidance is the guidance of Muhammad. Sahih Muslim. This understanding of God emphasizes his uniqueness, omnipotence, and direct relationship with humanity, while rejecting any form of polytheism or idol worship. The human mind is naturally curious. Smith, The Curious Mind, 2018. We yearn to understand the world around us, from the smallest atom to the vastness of the cosmos. Johnson, Exploring the Universe, 2020. This quest for understanding often leads us to ponder life's biggest questions. Why are we here? What is our purpose? Davis, Life's Big Questions, 2019. Is there a higher power? Miller, The Divine Inquiry, 2017. The Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, offers numerous signs and miracles that point towards the existence of a higher power. For instance, the Quran mentions the development of the human embryo in remarkable detail, a fact that modern science has only recently discovered. This is found in Surah Al Mu'minun, verse 14. Then we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot, and we made the clot into a lump of flesh, and we made from the lump bones, and we covered the bones with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators. Such precise descriptions, revealed over 1400 years ago, serve as compelling evidence for the divine origin of the Quran. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover more evidences and debunk common myths surrounding Islam. The search for evidence in religious contexts is not new. Throughout history, theologians and philosophers have grappled with the nature of belief and the role of reason in faith. In Islam, the concept of evidence is central to understanding the religion's teachings and its claims of divine origin. Many people, when approaching Islam, seek tangible proof, asking for signs or miracles to validate its truth. While miracles are part of Islamic tradition, the concept of evidence in Islam encompasses a broader spectrum. It delves into the realm of history, logic, and the human experience. When we talk about evidence, our minds often jump to scientific experiments, tangible artifacts, or eyewitness accounts, things we can directly observe and verify. However, limiting the definition of evidence to the purely empirical can be restrictive, especially when exploring questions of faith and spirituality. The existence of God, for instance, is not something that can be proven or disproven in a laboratory setting. It's not a phenomenon we can observe under a microscope or measure with scientific instruments. This doesn't mean, however, that there's no evidence for God's existence. It simply means that the evidence we seek might lie beyond the realm of the empirical. Understanding how we acquire knowledge is crucial when discussing evidence in religious contexts. This is where the field of epistemology comes in. Epistemology explores the nature of knowledge, its sources, and its limitations. It helps us understand how we know what we know and the different ways we can justify our beliefs. In the realm of religion, evidence can take on different forms. It can be found in personal experiences of the divine, in the profound impact of religious teachings on individuals and societies, and in the historical and textual evidence that supports religious narratives. One crucial aspect of epistemology is the role of testimony in shaping our understanding of the world. We rely on the testimony of others, experts, witnesses, trusted sources, to acquire knowledge about things we cannot personally experience or verify. For example, we trust maps to guide us to new destinations, even though we haven't personally surveyed every road and landmark. We believe historical accounts based on the testimony of historians and the examination of primary sources. Similarly, religious belief often relies on the testimony of prophets, scriptures, and the lived experiences of believers throughout history. The search for evidence in religious matters often sparks debate. Some demand physical proof, tangible signs that can be measured and observed. But the evidence for God's existence, like many profound truths, often resides beyond the realm of the purely empirical. It weaves together threads of logic, history, personal experience, and the profound impact of faith on individuals and societies. To understand this tapestry of evidence, we must broaden our perspective. We must embrace different ways of knowing, different avenues through which truth reveals itself. Just as a single thread cannot capture the complexity of a tapestry, so too can a single type of evidence fail to encompass the vastness of God's existence and the truth of His message. One way we acquire knowledge is through induction. This involves observing patterns and drawing conclusions based on repeated experiences. We see the sun rise every morning and infer that it will rise again tomorrow. We observe the laws of gravity at work and conclude that they govern the physical world. Similarly, in religious contexts, induction plays a role. Muslims, for example, observe the order and complexity of the universe, the intricate design of living organisms, the laws that govern the cosmos, and infer the existence of a wise and powerful creator. They see the positive impact of faith on individuals and societies, fostering compassion, generosity, and a sense of purpose, and conclude that Islam's teachings resonate with a deeper truth. Section 3. Deduction from universal truths to specific cases. Deduction, another pillar of reasoning, starts with accepted premises and draws specific conclusions based on logical principles. If we accept the premise that all men are mortal and the premise that Socrates is a man, we can deduce that Socrates is mortal. In religious thought, deduction can be applied to theological concepts. For instance, if we accept the premise that God is all powerful and the premise that it is within God's power to create the universe, we can deduce that God could have created the universe. While this doesn't empirically prove God's existence, it demonstrates the logical coherence of the belief. Section 1. The Weight of Foretelling. Imagine gazing into the future, not with vague predictions or wishful thinking, but with startling accuracy, foretelling events with a clarity that defies human understanding. This is the realm of prophecy, a realm that has captivated humanity for centuries. In Islam, prophecies hold a significant place, serving as compelling evidence for the truth of the religion and the divine origin of its message. Muslims believe that God, in His infinite wisdom, has revealed knowledge of the future to chosen individuals known as prophets. These prophets, including Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, peace be upon them all conveyed God's messages to humanity. Their prophecies, often revealed in times of uncertainty or doubt, serve as a testament to their connection with the divine. Section 2. Beyond Human Comprehension. Prophecies, by their very nature, transcend the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding. They offer glimpses into a realm beyond our immediate perception, a realm where time and destiny intertwine. The fulfillment of these prophecies, often in intricate detail, strengthens the faith of believers and provides compelling evidence for those seeking truth. For Muslims, the prophecies attributed to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, hold particular significance. His pronouncements, documented and preserved throughout history, cover a wide range of events, from social and political upheavals to scientific discoveries and the spread of Islam itself. The accuracy of these predictions, even centuries after their revelation, underscores the divine nature of his message. Section 3. A Testament to Truth. The fulfillment of prophecies offers a powerful testament to the truth of Islam. It showcases the timeless nature of God's knowledge, his ability to see beyond the limitations of human perception, and his control over the unfolding of history. For believers, these prophecies serve as a source of comfort, assurance, and unwavering faith. The evidence presented by fulfilled prophecies extends beyond mere historical curiosity. It delves into the very essence of belief, offering a tangible connection between the divine and the human experience. It underscores the idea that God, in his infinite wisdom, has provided humanity with signs, guidance, and glimpses into the future to strengthen our faith and illuminate our path. Section 4. The power of specifics. The strength of prophetic evidence lies not only in the fulfillment of predictions, but also in the specificity of those predictions. Vague pronouncements or general statements about the future could be attributed to chance or human intuition. However, when prophecies pinpoint specific events, individuals, or even minute details, their impact becomes undeniable. Consider, for instance, a prophecy that predicts the rise of a particular empire, the fall of a specific ruler, or the discovery of a scientific principle centuries before its time. Such specificity removes the possibility of coincidence and points towards a source of knowledge beyond human comprehension. The more detailed and accurate the prophecy, the stronger the evidence it provides. Section 1. The Rise of Desert Towers. In the heart of the Arabian desert, a prophecy once seemed unimaginable, a stark contrast to the barren landscape and the nomadic lifestyle of its people. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, foretold a time when barefoot Bedouins would compete in building tall buildings. This prediction, uttered centuries ago, seemed improbable in a land where tents and camels defined the horizon. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the world marvels at the gleaming skyscrapers of the United Arab Emirates, a testament to human ingenuity and a striking fulfillment of prophetic foresight. Dubai, once a humble trading port, now boasts the world's tallest structure, the Burj Khalifa, a symbol of architectural prowess and a beacon of economic prosperity. This transformation, unimaginable to those who roamed the desert centuries ago, stands as a powerful testament to the truth of Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, words. The rise of these desert towers, gleaming under the Arabian sun, serves as a tangible reminder of the divine knowledge bestowed upon God's messengers. Imagine a world map, its continents and countries yet to witness the unfolding of history. Now, envision a prophet centuries ago outlining the very regions where a new faith, Islam, would take root and flourish. This is the remarkable nature of the prophecies attributed to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, predictions that extended beyond specific events to encompass the future spread of Islam itself. He foretold the Islamic conquest of Egypt, a land steeped in ancient traditions and ruled by powerful pharaohs. He prophesied the spread of Islam to Persia, a mighty empire known for its military strength and cultural influence. He even predicted the Muslim conquest of Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire, a feat that had seemed impossible to many. History, as we know it, unfolded in remarkable alignment with these prophecies. Islam spread rapidly across the globe, transcending geographical boundaries and cultural differences. The lands mentioned by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, embraced the new faith, their societies transformed by its teachings. The accuracy of these predictions, centuries after their utterance, underscores the divine nature of his message and the profound impact of God's plan. In a time before microscopes and modern medicine, when the causes of illnesses remained shrouded in mystery, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, made a startling prediction. He spoke of a time when new diseases, unknown to previous generations, would afflict humanity. This prophecy, uttered in an era with limited understanding of contagious diseases and their transmission, seemed like a glimpse into a distant and unsettling future. Centuries later, the world grappled with the emergence of HIV/AIDS, a devastating pandemic that shook the foundations of medical knowledge and claimed millions of lives. New strains of influenza, like the avian flu and swine flu, emerged, posing significant threats to global health. Antibiotic resistant bacteria, once easily treatable, became formidable adversaries, challenging the very foundations of modern medicine. The emergence of these new and deadly diseases, unforeseen by human understanding at the time of Prophet Muhammad's peace be upon him prophecy, serves as a stark reminder of the limitations of human knowledge and the timeless nature of divine revelation. It underscores the idea that God, in his infinite wisdom, possesses knowledge that extends beyond the realm of human perception, knowledge that he reveals to guide and warn humanity. The hijab, a headscarf worn by many Muslim women, often sparks curiosity and, at times, misunderstanding. Some view it as a symbol of oppression, a garment forced upon women against their will. Others see it as a cultural practice specific to certain regions or societies. However, the hijab, within the context of Islamic teachings, represents a deeply personal choice rooted in the principles of modesty, spirituality, and submission to God's will. In Islam, modesty extends beyond physical appearance. It encompasses one's thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. The hijab serves as an outward expression of this inner commitment to modesty, a way for women to guard their privacy and define themselves based on their character and intellect rather than their physical attributes. The decision to wear the hijab is ultimately a personal one, made by each woman based on her understanding of Islamic teachings and her own spiritual journey. It's not a sign of oppression, but rather an affirmation of faith and a celebration of identity. Just as individuals in other faiths choose to express their beliefs through clothing or symbols, so too do Muslim women choose to wear the hijab as an act of devotion and a testament to their relationship with God. The concept of paradise, a central tenet of many faiths, often evokes imagery of idyllic landscapes and eternal bliss. In Islam, paradise represents the ultimate reward for a life lived in accordance with God's will, a realm of unimaginable beauty and fulfillment. However, discussions about paradise, particularly those concerning its rewards, sometimes give rise to misunderstandings and misinterpretations. One such misconception revolves around the descriptions of heavenly companions, often referred to as huris. Some interpret these descriptions literally, envisioning paradise as a place of sensual indulgence and gratification. However, such interpretations often stem from a limited worldly understanding of paradise and its rewards. Islamic scholars emphasize that the descriptions of paradise in the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, are meant to be understood metaphorically, conveying the unimaginable beauty, purity, and spiritual fulfillment that await believers in the afterlife. The language used is intended to resonate with human understanding, using earthly concepts and imagery to convey a reality that transcends our current comprehension. To grasp the true nature of paradise, we must move beyond literal interpretations and embrace the spiritual depth and profound symbolism embedded within Islamic teachings. Paradise, in its essence, represents the ultimate union with God, a state of perfect peace, love, and everlasting joy, where all desires are fulfilled and all souls find solace in the divine presence. The search for evidence in matters of faith is a deeply personal and often complex journey. While some seek tangible empirical proof, the evidence for God's existence and the truth of Islam often reveals itself through a tapestry of knowledge woven from threads of logic, history, personal experience, and the profound impact of faith on individuals and societies. From the fulfillment of specific prophecies to the rational arguments for God's existence, from the transformative power of Islamic teachings to the awe inspiring intricacies of the natural world, the evidence surrounds us. It invites us to open our minds and hearts, to explore the world with curiosity and a willingness to see beyond the limitations of our preconceived notions. The pursuit of knowledge is a cornerstone of Islam. The Quran encourages us to reflect, to question, to seek understanding. It reminds us that true faith is not blind acceptance, but rather an informed conviction rooted in a deep and sincere search for truth. The journey of faith is not always easy. Doubts may arise, questions may linger. But in those moments of uncertainty, we are reminded that the search for evidence is itself an act of worship, a testament to our desire to connect with the divine. It is through this ongoing exploration, this unwavering commitment to seeking knowledge, that our faith is strengthened, our understanding deepens, and our hearts find solace in the embrace of God's infinite wisdom. Do not forget to tap on the like, subscribe, and share buttons. Please leave a comment.